Ooh, that's close. All right, Smoking Bears here. We are, Peyton and I, are going to make a, what is it? A
Nightshade free cherry barbecue sauce.
Which is Paleo, for those who don't know. Nightshades are different spices and stuff. So this is a nightshade free. So it's all Paleo, Paleo okay stuff. So Pei wants to make this sauce to go on ribs or chicken or whatever, whatever we got going on. So, well, let's get into it.
Alright, so for the first ingredient, we're going to use coconut oil, and we need 2 tablespoons. It's about 2 tablespoons. Okay, and you just want that to melt, kind of while we're waiting. And then while that's melting, you're also going to need 1 large onion, roughly chopped.
We only had 1 shallot, a big shallot.
Yeah, big shallot.
But it's, so we're going to roll with that and see what
we can do.
Probably would be better if it was a big Vidalia, but I just happen to be out of it.
Alright, so that's getting melted. We are going to go ahead and add in the onion. And you want to let that brown. So about 7 to 10 minutes. The shallots might take a little less time because they're not a lot of pieces. And you don't want them to be julienne or diced, just kind of rough.
Rough chop.
Rough chop. So I'm just kind of stirring it around so none of them get too brown.
We're sitting on a
Medium heat. A low heat in a medium saucepan.
a less than medium-low heat.
Well, those are finishing up. Oh well, we have to keep going. But I also have minced garlic, and you need 6 cloves. I'm just going to go ahead and throw them in here. And you also want to keep this going for a little longer, maybe about like 2 to 3 minutes, and then we are going to add in the cherries, maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, and smoked sea salt.
Alright.
Alright, so it's been a couple minutes, and the garlic and onions are starting to brown, or the onions are starting to brown. So we are going to add in the 3 cups of cherries. They can either be fresh or frozen. You want them to be pitted and stemless, obviously.
What kind are you using?
Frozen. We're using frozen today. That looks really cool. Anyway, we are using molasses instead of maple syrup because we don't have any. So we're just gonna make do. And if you do want to do the recipe like how we are doing it, molasses, same amount that you're gonna need if you were to use maple syrup. So we're just gonna get 1/4 of a cup into our measurer, or measuring spoon. Okay, and then just kind of pour that in. And then we need the apple cider vinegar, and we need a fourth cup of that. So, we ran into some technical difficulties. Back to you guys in a minute. It's fine. I'll use a 1 cup and.
Right there's onion powder. I thought I bought new onion powder.
So we will.
Well,
I think they're pretty.
I can't find any of my shit. There.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. So while we're finding that, I'm just going to kind of stir around the cherries, onions, coconut oil, and garlic. And around. That's a little more. Good. Okay. Now we have 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, just adding that in. Stir it around for a minute. And then also we need smoked sea salt. We made this one with hickory chunks, and we need, where is it? A teaspoon. So we're just gonna go ahead and add all of that in. Alright. And now what you want to do is you want to kind of just stir it for a little while, and you want to leave it uncovered for it to cook correctly. And you want to make sure that it goes for 20 minutes at the least, or until it starts to thicken up. And then you want to transfer it to a blender. So we will get back to you when we're all good. Alright, so we have the sauce from the saucepan straight into the blender, and we're going to go ahead and blend it on high. And we're going to go ahead. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. So that's the consistency right now. It's kind of a thick, not paste, but molasses. So what we're gonna do for the taste test is tell you after I pour it into. So we're gonna pour it into a jar. Doesn't that just look great? It reminds me of like tar, you know what I mean?
A nice thick hearty sauce. About dropped her. All right, Peg, give her a taste test and let's see what she tastes like.
All right. Alright, so it's funneled out pretty much.
Hmm.
And as you can see, it's kind of like a dark purple.
Let me try to zoom in here.
Alright.
There it is.
It's like a dark purple. Alright, let's see what it tastes. It's not bad. I don't know, to me it tastes a little burnt. But it might just be the molasses. It doesn't have a drag. Not a big drag.
There's no heat.
No heat.
You get the...
It's pretty sweet, but it's not super sweet. And there's still some on the spoon, and it's not going anywhere. So that, I think that might be a good tell of a nice thick sauce for, like, if you're doing rubs, like you're gonna baste it on, or baste, is that right? Okay.
On ribs?
So, yeah, if you wanted to baste it on ribs, it'll be a good one so it doesn't like drop and spill and have a flame up on your fire. So
It's got a real molassesy taste.
Yeah.
Maybe the maple syrup that it called for would have been better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or we could have substituted with honey.
Mm-hmm.
But first time around,
Not bad.
I think it...
You can't taste the coconut oil. It tastes like it was made with regular olive oil or veggie oil, so not a big thing there.
well, we'll try it out on some ribs later on, and maybe on some wings or something, we'll see. But, well, that's Smoking Bears.
Get out there, fire something up with your kids, have fun, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.